What's going on, guys? It's the FPL Penguin back again with another video for you all. Hope you're all doing well. Another stream slash video. Just basically talk about the blank game week 18, and we also got the double game week 19. But this is about the blank game week 18 and the team that if you guys are considering free hitting. As you can see now on the screen, this is an ideal strong free hit team to go for game week, for blank game week 18. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet, and but as you can see, the reason I've gone for these players, I've gone for Darlow, I've gone for Luis Aurier Diaz, then I've gone for Nato, KDB, Sterling, Son, Calvert-Lewin, Kane and Joelinton. Now you're probably thinking, why not Wilson? Now if you're making this team, you're probably not going to afford Callum Wilson, this free hit team, because when I made this team, I was a bit in debt. Now the bench is very lowly priced, as you can see, mostly all Liverpool, and basically Joelinton was that kind of budget sort of forward to get into my team, into your team. So if you can't get Callum Wilson in, Joelinton's your best bet. But if you can, that's fantastic. But I'm not ruling Callum Wilson out. Callum Wilson is a great shout, obviously, against Sheffield United. I mean, he loves taking penalties. So as you can see here, I've gone for triple Newcastle. And the reason I've gone for triple Newcastle is because against Sheffield United, they've got a reasonably, dare say, easy fixture against them. And I just feel that they could come away with a clean sheet. If they're not careful, they won't come away with a clean sheet. So that's what I'm basically suggesting for a blank game week free hit team. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Just getting into, if you're in chat, do get yourselves in chat. As I said, we are live right now. So basically that's why I'm going for triple. That's why I suggest going for triple Newcastle against Sheffield United. It's not a bad idea. It's not even bold. It's a good idea against Sheffield United, who are 50-50 at the minute. I've gone for Aurier, and I've gone for Son, and I've gone for Kane for my triple Spurs. And the reason I've gone for those three is because they've got a good fixture against Villa. Now Villa, we know, are conceding a lot of goals every now and again. They lose to Leeds, they lose to Southampton at home. But I think with Son and Kane, they're on fire. They're doing alright, and I feel they could really hurt that Villa team. And Aurier, it's not as likely to see Spurs come away with a clean sheet against Aston Villa, but hopefully, are there any good returns for Aurier? He's only got 1 goal and 1 assist. He's playing a lot of minutes, and I feel like he could be a decent differential to have. I think he's cheaper than Regulon. I'm not too sure. Who are Spurs playing in game week 18? They are playing Aston Villa away from home. Sean, how you doing? As I said, I can't get an update on here, but I've just created this team now for you all. This is a good free hit team, the strongest free hit team I could find that you could all consider looking at for players. Callum Wilson, anyone tuning in, you're wondering why Callum Wilson's not in, is because I couldn't get him in this free hit team, budget wise. But if you can, that'd be amazing. I'd rather have Wilson over Joelinton, but Joelinton just fit the budget right there. So I think with triple against Aston Villa isn't a bad idea, once again, like I talked with Newcastle. Now we're going to triple Man City. Now Manchester City have Brighton at home. Now playing 50-50 at the minute, conceding quite a few goals, playing alright defensively with this new keeper in charge with Sanchez in goal. So we're going to see how they do there. So I don't see it being a rout for City, but it's always good to have that double City attack, isn't it? Because you don't know who's going to turn up, and you don't know who's going to be benched. That's the fun of it. So I've got KDB in there, and I've got Sterling in there, and I think with these two, they could really do damage to Brighton. I'm not too sure. If someone wants to correct me, like, how did City do against Brighton last season? I'm not sure. I'm sure it was a rout. 4 goals and 3 assists for Sterling, and KDB is doing alright. It's not as consistent, but it's KDB, isn't it? Now we've got Wolves versus Wolves got Everton at home. So we look at Wolves, we look at Nato and Calvert-Lewin, as you can see on my screen right now. And the reason I've gone for them, DCL is DCL. He's playing well. Richarlison's helping him a lot. He's feeding in the ball to him, and he's there for him. Nato is that good differential. You know, a lot of people bringing him in, and I feel we've got to see how he does for the rest of this month. How he can do on Monday night against Burnley as well. This is NATO. DCL, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. You know how good of a player he is. You know how high in ownership he is. If he hits big, look at the ownership. Look at the ownership. 60%. 60%. 11 goals and 4 assists for DCL so far this season. And with NATO, if we look at NATO, you know, it could be a good game against Everton. You've got 4 goals and 3 assists there for Mr. NATO. And it could be a change against Burnley, who knows. And then we move on to, I think that's it now. Yeah, that's it. So you can see I've got about triple Newcastle, triple Spurs, triple Man City for that blank game week. This is considering, well, asking you guys what you think of this team. Would you go for any of these players for the blank game week 18? So if we have a look at the fixtures as well, so you get a good idea. You get a good idea who's playing, who, and all that. So this is who everyone's playing. As you can see right now, Newcastle could be a good game. That's gone for triple Sheffield United. You've got Wolves v Everton, could be an end-to-end game, and that's why I've got NATO and DCL in that lineup. We've also got Man City v Brighton. Am I pushing it a bit? Asking you guys to consider having double City attack. It's not bad, is it, to go for it, because you've got Sterling, KDB, probably both certain starters. Who knows? It's Pep. And then we've got Aston Villa v Spurs. I don't think it's going to be an easy game, but I have gone for triple Spurs. And the reason for that is, you know, Kane and Son are on fire at the moment. I don't want to know what the Leicester score is. Probably 2-0 Leicester, is it still? Full time. But basically, I feel they could do some damage. Villa's defence is a bit shaky. It's not that strong, okay? Okay, they beat Arsenal 3-0. It's Arsenal. Well, I mean, come on. Compare Spurs to Arsenal. Spurs, I think, will get a result against Villa. I think it'll be tough, but I feel Spurs will get some goals in that game. Probably 2 or 3-1 in that game. So that's why it's good to have probably Son and Kane. So Aurier is one as well, getting those crosses in. 2, Arsenal v Crystal Palace. You know, we haven't really considered that game. That's the only game we've not considered. There's nothing really to go about with Arsenal players, is there? You could think Wilfried Zaha, but he's one to consider. But with the team I've shown you above, I really do think this free hit team is one to consider. For anyone that's still got the free hit, or maybe a wild card in like yours truly, do consider these players. These are what I feel would be the strongest players to go for blank game week 18. So that's my little video, my little stream. If you have enjoyed it, please leave it a like. Had a Mane tuning in, guys. How you doing? Had Mane over Salah, and it was downhill for me. I did not expect that from Salah. But anyway, let's move on and just finish the stream, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. If you have enjoyed the stream, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and join the Bubbly Bunch Army. And I shall see you guys. See you guys around. Enjoy the rest of the game week.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head.